Hello, class. My name is Justin Mitchell. I'm 31 years old. I currently live on Maui, Hawaii. I'm earning my bachelor's degree at Grantham University online for my electronic engineering degree. I'm currently a sophomore, and one of my hobbies, and I feel that I should share this with everyone, is, RC vehicles. I have an wide array of helicopters and cars. I wanted to show you a couple of them, and I wanted to explain to you how some of them start up. Like first, for instance, I'll pull this one out. This one here is a it's the 32 scale one right here. It's pretty small, and this one is a 10th scale. It's gas powered. Um, as you can see, here's the engine. Here's the engine. Here's the exhaust. This is where the fuel tank is, and this one runs on nitro, methane, methanol. It's basically like a lubricant to the gears when it's rolling along. This one goes about 30 miles an hour, 30, 35 miles an hour. Um, I have another gas powered buggy right here. This is the 8th scale one. It's pretty big. It's heavy. It's like 15 pounds. I have another one here. This one is a 10 scale buggy, but it's electric. This one is really easy to start. Um, these you just plug in. These you just plug in with the negative and positive wire here, and this negative and positive plugs into the battery pack, which is a 7.2 volt nickel charged battery, and this is what propels the vehicle. This is the engine that propels it. Has always been a hobby of mine. Probably about going on 2 years now, ever since I arrived on the island. It's really interesting. And with this here, to start this, we would need to prime it by holding the exhaust pipe and then pumping this 3 times. And by pumping this, we're pushing fuel into the fuel pump. And then once we do that, I would use a glow plug, which is basically like a cigarette lighter, and I would put it on top of the engine here, and this heats it up and ignites it. And while I'm doing that, I will actually pull this. It's 2 o'clock in the morning over here now, and my roommates are sleeping, or else I would crank it up. But it sounds like literally it's a little 10 scale of a truck, of a monster truck. That's what these are. These are interesting hobbies to have and like pass on to your friends or kids or whoever you care about. Um, so I'm gonna put the fuel in now. Add the fuel in. Show you. Add the fuel in there. Fill the tank up. I put it halfway. Each tank probably runs about, depending on how aggressive you ride it, it probably runs about 15 minutes to 20 minutes. And this thing will run over hills. It'll do jumps. It'll go in like it's water resistant, so I can ride it on the beach, which I don't like to do because I like to keep them clean. And I have a collection of 14 of these RC vehicles. Buggies, trucks, street cars. Speaking of street cars, I have one right here. This is one of 2 that I have for the street cars. This one is also a gas powered one as well. Here's the tank, here's the engine, the air filter, and the exhaust here that runs along the side. This is the exhaust that goes to the engine. This one is a 2-speed, and it goes about 60 miles an hour You know, like if this would hit someone's ankle, it would basically fracture it or break it, depending on how fragile that person's bones are. But it moves like a bullet, man. You know, I'm surprised at the speed of these, and I know it probably seems childish. It's not like a car you would buy from Walmart or Kmart. You know, it's way more aggressive, and it's basically like a real car. You crash into something, break it. My other RC car as this one. It's in Allen Hobbies. It's a hobby shop that's in Maui, down in town here, and they have my other one, and that one's being fixed. That one had problems with like the accelerator. It like accelerated way too much, and it will like spin the whole entire tank of gas in less than like 3 minutes. High rev. It was really scary and insanely fast. I remember turning it on, and then this one guy was like, "Holy crap!" Like it scared the crap out of him because the sound that it was coming out, the exhaust, it just shocked him. Dogs, they run away from the cars because of the noise, and it shoots a white plume of smoke out as it's propelling itself. The electric ones. Here's another one. Here's another one of my electric trucks here. This one is a 110 scale electric one here. Pretty easy chassis here that comes along with these. It's just straight frame, shocks, wheels, and servos basically, and an electric engine. And then the battery cell pack is again a 7.2, and I would plug this in and just turn it on. That one's cool there. I wanted to show you something called a rock crawler. This one is pretty big. It's a massive one. It basically climbs over small rocks and mountains and stuff like that. But just to give you an idea of the size, this is 1/8 scale rock crawler. It's pretty massive. I don't know if you see this or not, but you can see the scale of it. And the cool part is when I turn this thing on, it lights up. Here, let me connect it. And it lights up like that. And you can kind of like see it at night if you're going to do some rock crawling at night, which I don't recommend doing. But this has always been a passion of mine, and I wanted to share it with my school. It's interesting because in electronic engineering, this is like a little small facet of building anything. I want to proceed and build any and all devices from scratch, learn how to just be creative and innovative and bring new cost-efficient ways into this world. Thank you for hearing me, and have a wonderful day.